Hello, good morning.
Morning, how are you?
Fine, thank you. I think it's okay. We can start.
Hello. Hello. Hello.
Yes, Mr. Solomon, how are you?
Fine, thank you. Good morning.
I'm okay.
Is your network is bad? Because I was see your voice is breaking and there's no consistency in the connection.
Hello. Uh, Hello, can you hear me?
Can hear you. Yes, I can hear you.
Hello, Mr. Lenon.
Yes, hello, how are you?
No, fine, thank you. I can hear you clearly now. So, see, the network was bad there.
Okay, no, I can hear clearly.
Oh, okay. So, welcome to Let Your Mind Blossom series in Anyradio.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome. Today, we'll be discussing on the topic digital inclusion and digital empowerment. Did you hear that?
Yes, I'm listening.
Okay. So, today's topic is digital inclusion and digital empowerment.
Yes.
Okay. If you can hear me clearly, I think there are some few questions I would like you to do justice to. Hello. Hello. Your name. Mr. Lennon.
Yes. Let's proceed. I hope I'm loud and clear.
Okay. Yeah, you are. But I see you're not stable. So your voice is breaking and
Am I audible?
You are, but not stable.
All right, it's okay.
So maybe we could start if you can hear me fine.
Yes.
So yeah, as digital inclusion is an essential for economic opportunity, social mobility, civic engagement, and democracy. So what is your thought on that?
Okay. So when we talk of digital inclusion, uh, we are talking about bringing digital equity to the communities. We are talking about addressing the digital divide uh, in our communities. So, digital inclusion then seeks to bridge in the, our communities in this digital world.
Yeah, yeah, like I
So,
can see the understand sequence is fine.
so in the pursuit of digital inclusion,
Yeah.
we have got some issues which are in our which the voices cannot be amplified, especially when the communities are not digitally connected in this digital world. Marginalized areas or the marginalized groups, their voices cannot be heard, their issues cannot be known if they are not if they cannot be put out there. So we need to really connect to with those communities. We are talking of internet access. We are talking of affordability of gadgets and also the infrastructure for for this to happen, for us to be connected digitally. So this is something which has been affecting mostly my continent, Africa. It has been largely affected with this digital divide. So I think we need to take a bold step and a robust approach as to take measures which then seeks to address this digital divide, hence digital inclusion.
Okay. From your explanations, I think one can easily conclude that lack of access to digital world has its negative impact on the society. So lack of access to technology and digital skills can lead to disadvantage and limit opportunity to participate in the societies and the economy. Your turn to the same.
Yes, it has got some negative impacts. For example, where I am currently, where I am currently, it's a place where mining is the main activity, though it's small scale mining. So the issue now is uh, the people of the community, they are just conducting the mining activities without even knowing the repercussions of environmental destroying the environment. Hence, also, uh, if they had been educated, or if they had got the education which is basic and essential, mostly they would have known ways to conduct the mining thing. You see, and also the other issue around is of early child marriages. Children um, as below as 11 years, 12 years, 13 years, they are just getting married. They are just given away. Hence, this needs to be amplified, but it cannot when uh, when we are not when this community is not digitally connected. You see the negative impacts. So it has now become a norm that children can get married at a young age. You see, and also to speak of the menstrual health of girls and women around these communities, it's really so sad, because they cannot, if it cannot be addressed, they cannot access information out there, and since they are already marginalized. So this is the negative impact of communities which are not technologically advanced.
I'm sorry about that anyway. I think it's one thing is to be aware of the importance of digital words and digital knowledge. But without access to electricity, internet, or digital infrastructures, people cannot access financial opportunity. And just like the way you said, the negative impact on the communities you live, the early childbirth and other negative impact. Without access to electricity, internet, or digital infrastructures, people will always suffer like that. So, what do you have to say about that?
Um,
Hello?
the lack of internet connectivity, which is mostly due to lack of power or electricity, mostly in these marginalized rural areas. But now we are talking of using the natural resources, using using solars. For example, there is a school
Okay.
I engaged. Yes, can you hear me? Hello, am I audible?
Hello, I can hear you.
All right,
Yes,
it's
you
okay.
are.
So I was saying, where I am right now, I engaged some schools, and one of those schools, uh, yes, got some big solar panels, an inverter, and the only challenge they have is they don't have the storage, the power storage, like the batteries, the lithium batteries, so that they can start using. And they have got more than 60 laptops in which have not been used, which are just stored, just because of shortage of these batteries. They cannot
Okay.
get connected. You see, so I think in parts of Africa, mostly in Africa, we have got a lot of sun. So we can utilize that by installing solar panels in these areas, and we can these areas can get connected digitally with the whole world. You see, if we cannot electrify the rurals, we can electrify them using the solar systems. And of course, economically, they also improve, because in terms of productivity, in terms of also the marketing skills, marketing their products, marketing their all their things using these digital tools, they also be improved economically. But it cannot happen because they are not connected digitally. They will do their crafts, they have their things, but to put out their things on the market, they cannot. Yes, they will always be marginalized, and they are still marginalized because of that.
Okay. So that means your advice here we shouldn't depend on electricity alone. Your advice would diversify a bit, maybe to other renewable source of energy to enhance our digital understanding. So that is fine. Right. Hello.
Yes,
Hello.
yes, it's true.
Yeah. Are you with me?
Yes,
From your
yeah, audible.
explanations, I think from your explanations so far, you have directly explained the relevance of digital inclusions to the society. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm listening.
Yeah, it's on that ground I would like to like, why is there a need for digital inclusion? I mean, and digital empowerment using maybe the environment you live as a case study. Why is there a need for digital inclusion and digital empowerment?
Okay, thank you for that question. Uh, so,
So,
in this era of the fourth industrialization, digital empowerment is quietly of paramount importance, right? Because, like I have mentioned before, that there is a digital divide across communities. Mostly when we compare the rurals and the urban, but also the issues the issues are affecting the marginalized communities mostly, but also we can look at the issues to do with um, the data packages from the internet service providers. It's also costly and very expensive. So even those who can access the internet, they cannot be connected digitally due to the high cost of data packages. For example, also in tertiary institutions, the high cost of these data or Wi-Fi's, as you can see the students struggling to even do their assignments on time, do their assignments even in their rooms. Hence, they will have to just go maybe at one place, maybe a library or a certain position at around the campus. It's really happening. So the need for digital inclusion and digital empowerment means that we also, there is efficiency in terms of what we do. There is efficiency in terms of what we do, and for the marginalized communities, it means that they will be enlightened, and also they will be also knowledgeable, and they will also be active active citizens, partaking in everything which needs to be partaken into. So you would see participation of all citizens, participation of everyone in terms of in the national discourse of the countries or nations, because people are, are coming from an informed position. People are coming from a knowledgeable position. Hence, the digital empowerment is very essential.
okay. Okay. So I think the issue of digital empowerment should be left to the level of an individuals anyway. Thanks for that. Can you explain to us about the African Digital Inclusion Alliance? What does that mean to you?
All right, so Africa Digital Inclusion Alliance um, is an organization which is youth led, and like I said, we seek to advocate and address the issues of digital inclusion. We also stand to bring digital equity to the communities. We're talking of advocating for internet access. We'll be talking of bringing in gadgets, the gadgets, or even building infrastructures through collaborations with the other stakeholders, through collaborations with governments. And when I say collaborations with governments, I mean also getting to bring in policies which addresses these issues of digital inclusion. So as an organization, we also get to do researches and bring in policies which help to enhance digital equity, and also collaborations with other stakeholders like the ISPs. It means that we will see a community which is also empowered digitally, whereby everyone can then have data, everyone can then have access to internet and other. So this is just a brief of what Adia is also doing, and also not forgetting the people living with disabilities. We also include them. Hence, that's why we say digital inclusion. We don't leave anyone behind. We include everyone. We include children, we include women, we include the youth, we also include those with disabilities.
Oh, thank you. So that means you run it like an NGO then. And hello,
Yes.
the, the society we live is full of challenges, and there are limitations to whatever kind of progress we want to make, especially if we want to achieve something good. On that note, we are you with me?
Yes, I can get you.
So life is full of challenges, and sometimes across, I mean, when you're trying to make progress in life, there are limitations to it. So that ground, I would like to ask, what are the needs and challenges of digital empowerment and digital inclusions?
Um, all right. I think first of all, there is a need of lobbying and engaging government officials, because these are the ones who hold public offices. Those are the ones who are responsible for also delivering some of the services. So if we lobby and engage government officials, um, it means that it's a need which then help or assist us in addressing these issues. But of course, the challenges we will come when when there is no collaboration, or when there is sort of sabotage from some stakeholders who are benefiting from this digital divide. There are some corporates which are benefiting from this digital divide. So hence they would try to sabotage. And also from the communities themselves, ignorance and also ignorance, and also just refusal to embrace this change, because most of them have never experienced or have never used even a mobile phone. So when now getting to such a person, like for example, the community where I'm currently in, when I had this a discussion with this headmaster of this primary school, was saying last week or last month they were having grade 7 examinations, and he was telling me that each and every day when they have the final exam, or when there is an exam, 20 or 25 peoples are not attending school, and the community itself does not value education. Maybe due to the mining activities, people be like, no, let's and open a shaft and do some mining activity there. So they don't value. So there is a need of a robust, what I can say, education on communities, on the importance of digital inclusion, or the digitalization of our communities. There is also need for capacity building for organizations and mostly the youths, so doing the training of trainers, so that they can get in the communities and uh, teaching them the importance of digital inclusion. So yeah, the challenges are quite a lot, and also lack of resources is one of them. Lack of resources is one of the major. So it will then require other stakeholders to chip in and also collaborate with those on the drive, and or for those who are advocating for digital inclusion.
Okay, from your explanation, then I can boldly say that the two major challenges in digital inclusions. One is awareness of the maybe the communities you want to get involved, as in proper orientations and their understanding, and again maybe government support or investors or individual support funding. You agree with that?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So, how digital empowerment and digital inclusions are providing sustainable solution to existing programs? That is, before starting any form of awareness, you must have at the back of your mind that there is an end time solution. So you want to provide, a problem you want to provide solutions to. So, can you please elaborate how digital empowerment and digital inclusions are providing sustainable solutions to the existing problem, maybe within the society you live, maybe using the one or two villages you visited to create awareness, or where you've been able to establish digital inclusions?
Okay, thank you. Um, so yes, of course, where there's a problem, we need to provide a solution. And here we are saying we are talking of a digital divide across communities, and we are saying digital inclusion and digital empowerment is the way to go. And so bringing in digital empowerment and digital inclusion uh, also has to be sustainable, or needs to bring solutions which are sustainable. So economically, we are talking of an improved uh, economy due to use of digital tools, using mobile money, using electronic money. That's form of digital empowerment, mostly in the rural setups or in marginalized setups, because they don't even know some of these forms of maybe making payments or transactions. So that's one of it. And also it improves the flow of money around nations, around communities. And then also going to maybe issues to do with I talked about child marriages and menstrual health. um, the sustainability of such digital empowerment, it means that the children or women out there, they will get to know uh, their rights. They will get to also amplify their voices, hence the eradication or the fight of early child marriages. And also it also amplified, for example, in terms of menstrual health. There's a move of pushing a policy um, of the government to provide sanitary ways for free in institutions and in schools for the women and ladies. So these are some of the sustainable solutions which we can talk of. And also maybe to add on environmentally, where there is environmentally, uh, people get to know the effects of land degradation. People get to know the effects of destroying environment. So with digital empowerment, people will get to use methods which protects the environment, or sustainable methods which then leaves the environment and the people in a more healthy way. So these are some or few um, sustainability which is brought in by digital inclusion and digital empowerment.
Okay. So that means, societal, social and environmental welfare for the societies are being improved sustainably through, the awareness of these digital inclusions.
Yes, yes. Even politically, we are talking of digital governance. You are talking of digital governance, whereby there are some issues which can be addressed. We're talking of e-governance. We are talking of even the advocacy, taking it digitally. Those are some of the tools which can be used to even advance politically, or even to address issues which are politically related.
Okay. Thank you very much, Mr. Lennon.
You're
Once
welcome.
again, you're welcome to Let Your Mind Blossom series in Anyradio. Thanks for your time, and you don't just listen to the topic digital inclusion and digital empowerment. I am Daniel Shada Solomon, your host from Nigeria. Please be saving that your mining environment. I know it can be sometimes risky, but God is in control.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me, and let's push the message for digital inclusion so that we have equity amongst our communities digitally. And we also want to see an improved world, an improved Africa, an improved Asia, and an improved Europe, which are just just moving alongside at par, in terms of the in terms of economics, in terms of even the education. So let's push for digital inclusion in those mostly in marginalized areas. We have got a mandate to fulfill.
Thank you very much. Together we'll do that and we'll achieve our aim. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Bye for now.